the night to make it hit, now it's exciting. See, they just getting cake, they ain't never gonna get no ice. And all we want is chips, ring fingers looking ice. My day ones here to dance it up again, so you know it's only right.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Mahomes now on first down. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Well, Charles, you think about this defense. This week in preparation, you couldn't hide the fact from them that they're facing a team that's lost 7 in a row. You just wonder if they prepared the same way they normally do.
Yeah, that's a great question because normally that preparation goes into what you do well on defense. What is the best thing that you do going into a game? But in this case, you might want to take all the tendencies and throw them out the window. I would expect them to throw every trick play in the book right out of the gate in order to try and get something established and get things moving.
On first down, Mahomes. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
From the 38, Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Mahomes now on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Over the middle, that's hauled in by Tony. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Butker's kick here is good, and the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. Well, they had the solid field position there to start the opening drive and didn't have to really move it too far to be in range and take the 3-0 lead.
And a lot of times I think that even I look at this a little bit negatively because of where they started with the field position. Hey, they still got 3 points out of this drive. Got a little momentum going, got things set up for the rest of the ball game. Take the 3, be happy, and move on.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
2nd and 13. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Chris Jones make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
2 plays so far, run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on third.
Ready? 3. Ryan. Mustang 19. Dragon 60.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Frank Clark, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Hardman on the return. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Divine Diablo dropping him behind the line of scrimmage.
Now how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz, and the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that temporal being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Divine Diablo. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. Unfortunately for him, if last last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
Second and goal at the Chiefs' 4-yard line.
And they'll run again. And this time he'll run into a wall right at the 4-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll run with Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Raiders have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future as they start to peer toward the throw for Tony is intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs.
They're certainly not giving much up to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that Diaz had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 for that interception.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Cameron, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Cameron, and the Chiefs D closes in on him again, and they drop him behind the line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A 3rd down conversion with a strong gain of 14.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. They'll run on 1st down. Cameron, and he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
And it's fielded at the 34. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. The Raiders at 4-11 on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
They'll look to throw again. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down. As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss it.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Here's Mahomes to throw. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Raiders are going to have a short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. And Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you meant to the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him throwing the football, probably look at the defense. They came in prepared, had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
I think he thought he had his first read open on that one, but they were obviously ready for that throw, and that's just a lack of experience showing. Young quarterback stared his man down the whole way, and they were more than happy to sit on that route and bring home the INT.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. 6 yards left on 2nd down. Mahomes going to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Another great throw there, and we talked about him when he broke the single-season record. But that last completion, CD, that puts him over 6,000 yards past. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen is pretty smooth.
And the Raiders have got him. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. After the sack on first down, Mahomes, and they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of them.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called from the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. A great play there as time expires in the first half. And the Raiders will extend their lead on a final play and a half. Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency, because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said, this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
Welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well,
and, my goodness, another interception. And the Chiefs are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the 3rd quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Now here's Mahomes. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual. An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. And the Chiefs are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays. On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Kadarius Toney, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Chiefs take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about, in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
From the 16, Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Fifth catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right, safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Taken down for the fifth time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. And the pressure gets to him again. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the sixth time he's been sacked in this ballgame. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational, CD. That is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack as a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? Well, let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Butker's kick here is good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides to be thrilled with that.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, but you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They forced incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. Steps away. Going deep downfield for Ross. They got his man complete. And he's going to be taken out of bounds, but not before he gets this all the way down to the 10. It's a big play there for Vegas. 55 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
They go play action here on first down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, my. You know that's one they still wanted to have back. I mean, he did everything right. Got the linebackers commit on the play action. He just flat out missed.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable. And there's two schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Mahomes now on first down. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 37. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? On first down, Mahomes. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there. 37 yards. And the Chiefs are able to cut into that deficit. So this now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a one-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
Extra point by Butker is on target as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, it's very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball and saying, hey, you picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Cameron. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield strike.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. They find some open field here. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Max Crosby able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
3rd and long.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 9. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Yellow.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Raider D, they get the football back.
Now, that's just simply good coaching and excellent technique on that play. You know why? Because everyone wants to rush the passer when they want to throw the football, but you're not always going to get there. So what are you taught to do? When the ball's finally thrown, get your hands up in the passing lanes, and they batted that one away.
No. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. A gain of 3, second down. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell them to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
On second down now, Cameron. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Andrews. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now they try the right side here. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal. As some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knocked it on the door. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's bound the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there. Of course you're going to give it to him.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on second down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
From the 7 now, it's 3rd and goal. And he'll take this one down inside the 5 to the 3. Here's Mahomes. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. So they go for it on 4th and goal, hoping to get 6, and it's 6 the other way.
If hindsight is 20/20, they would have gone ahead and kicked the field goal, but by being aggressive, it actually cost them. Give them 6 points going the other way.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really a stellar performance.
So for Las Vegas, they get a 5th win to move to 5-11 with one game remaining.
I'm the best, and I got it, on my own. Get my way up, go. If I touch it, then it's cold, I'm the best, and I got it, on my own. Get my way up, go. If I touch it, then it's cold. For the bank and they know I'm impressive. He wanna talk, but he not on the schedule. I ain't taking no from my boy heavy. I'm the best, and you heard what I said. Spend all the money, I'm dripping, it's falling. Got on it, then it's dripping like water. Teaching, but I don't have a daughter. I know me, I can pick up when I call her. Working big, and it don't hurt to break, 'cause I'ma always do it.